Okay, using the same graph, we are now going to pretend we don't know the vertex form, and we're going to find it instead here in this factored form. So with factored form, our step one is we need to find our x-intercepts. If this is a quadratic, you should always have 2. There is kind of a trick with that. If your graph looks like this, and it comes down like this, what we say is this has a multiplicity of 2. So your x-intercept equals 6, but your equation would be actually x minus 6 squared. This is where the multiplicity of 2 comes from, because there's technically 2 because it kind of hovers over that a little bit. If this happens in your internal assessment and it confuses you a little bit, let me know and I can help you. But I do want to get rid of that. You can always go back and pause the video to where before I erase that, but I don't want it to get confused with this actual question. So our x-intercepts, we have 1 here, where x is 0, y is 0, and I have 1 here where x is 4, y is 0. So I have 0, 0, and I have 4, 0. This tells me that we can say m is 0 and n is 4. You can write this the other way too, it doesn't matter. They're just points on the graph. So now again, we need that other point. So here's a nice other point. We're going to pretend it's not the vertex. It doesn't necessarily have to be the vertex. It can be any point anywhere, but this is just a nice easy one to see. So we're going to say that this is 2, 4. So our other point is 2, 4. So that means our x is going to equal 2, and our y is going to equal 4. So now we are going to take this and we are going to sub it into our equation. So our equation up here. So we have y is equal to 4. So we have 4 equals, a is what we're solving for, so we're going to keep it as a. X is 2 minus my m, which is 0. X is again 2, and my n, which is 4. So then I'm going to simplify inside the brackets. So we're going to have 4 equals a times by 2. 2 minus 4 gives me negative 2. So again, I'm just going to simplify. We're going to do this math here. So it's going to equal a times by negative 4. We're going to divide both sides by that negative 4 to get the a by itself. So we have negative 1 equals a. And again, the last step is to write it in that equation form. So we go back to y and x just being y and x. So we're going to have y equals negative 1, x minus 0, and x minus 4. Alternatively, you can write it as y equals just a negative x, because we don't have to really worry about the x minus 0, and we don't need to write that 1. So we can just have negative x times by x minus 4. This would probably be the version you would want in your internal assessment because it's cleaner and more mathematically pretty, I guess would be the best word. But anyways, again, hope that helps. Any questions, always let me know.